You can't have a good sauna without good sauna stones. For thousands of years, heated stones have been the most important design element of any sauna or sweat lodge, and the same is true today for saunas with a HUUM heater. The drop requires 60 kilograms of stones. That's even more than a lot of wood-burning stoves these days. You'll need the stones to be about 5 to 10 centimeters in size. If you order HUUM stones, then you'll need 4 boxes of 15 kilogram stones, each for the drop. A good sauna stone is a bit like a battery. It gets charged by absorbing heat energy, which is then slowly released. It also has to be heat resistant and highly durable. For these reasons, you need to use igneous stones that are very dense and heavy. Selecting the wrong stones can be ineffective at best, and even dangerous. At HUUM, we've selected high-quality stones that were collected in Finland and are known as olivine diabice or olivine dolerite. They perfectly complement the design of the heater. There's a bit of a debate about whether rounded or split-face stones are better in a sauna, but it's really down to personal preference. We've chosen rounded grey stones. They produce a softer steam because they allow water to fall deeper into the heater as it evaporates ever so slightly slower. They also perfectly complement the design of the heater visually too. However, you are welcome to use stones from other suppliers as long as they are suitable for a sauna. We just don't recommend decorative stones because they can break easily. There are 2 things you should do before placing the stones inside your heater. Firstly, give them a quick wash with water. This will just remove any dust. That's not dangerous and it would quickly go away anyway. However, we want your first sauna experience with your new heater to be as pleasant as possible, so this will ensure the steam is pure. Then, sort your stones by size. You just need to create 3 piles for slightly smaller stones, slightly larger stones, and then some slightly flatter stones. The way you stack your stones inside your heater is going to affect the quality of the heat and steam that is produced, so don't rush this bit. You'll want your stones to fit into every part of your heater, with smaller stones covering up the gaps between bigger stones. The heating elements should be covered up, and the stone should form that perfect water droplet shape, although just loosely enough that heat circulates effectively inside among them. It's going to be a bit like a puzzle, and like a puzzle, you should take your time and enjoy it. Start working your way from bottom to top. If you fill one side first, then it can damage the heating elements, so you need to do it layer by layer. Place the big stones where you can, and use the smaller stones to fill the tighter spaces such as the front of the heater. The flatter stones work better between the heating elements in the middle. Remember, it shouldn't be too tight because you want hot air to flow around them. One of your aims though is to ensure that the heating elements are not directly visible from the outside, especially when looking down from the top. You don't want water to land directly on the heating elements because it's not too good for them, but also because the best steam comes straight from the stones. When you reach the top, you should layer stones more tightly together because that's where most of the steam will be rising from. Once you've finished, you'll probably have some stones left over. That's fine. You'll need to add some of them in future anyway, as the stones in the heater sink a little bit over time. You'll also find that they expand and contract with the heat, so some of the stones may occasionally fall out. That's normal too. After all that hard work, you deserve a good sauna. Fortunately, you now have one. So thank you for purchasing a HUUM sauna heater and helping keep our ancient wellness traditions alive with contemporary Nordic design. We'd love to see your own sauna, so if you put a picture on social media, then use the hashtag HUUMSauna so we can see it. Here in Estonia, we say "Hyvä leili" when someone is going to the sauna. It means have a good steam.